At the end of church, they would ask us, and I was like, so you want to go, after this, we all going to go to the sister church. I don't even like the brother church. One time I get to church, 7 years old, there's a dead body in the front. It's a funeral. Nobody explains that to a 7-year-old Michael Jr. I'm thinking that's how they roll. Like every 3 weeks or so, they bring a dead body in as an example or something. And the dude on stage yell at everybody in the audience like they the ones that did it. I remember asking my grandmother, I'm looking for some explanation. I'm like, Grandma, what happened to the man in the box? What happened to the man in the box? Her whole explanation was, he in a better place. I'm like, what kind of box did he live in before? Dude on stage said he went to see the king. That was his whole explanation. He went to see the king. Ha. I don't understand what that meant. They didn't even call it a kids choir to sing. I was in the kids choir, not because I wanted to be in the kids choir. I was in the kids choir because I was a kid. And it was a requirement. Now, what song we got to sing? Soon and very soon, we are gonna see the king. I don't want to see the king. I don't want to see the king. You ever go to a funeral and people always talking about the person in the box like they sure he going to heaven? And then they tell you that, and then the people get up there, they always talking about him. And the last thing you know, like the dude stabbed 3 people when he never prayed one time in his life. All of a sudden, everybody like, he going to heaven. Like, I'm sure Uncle John is looking down at me right now, and he's a little tears going down his eye. I'm like, he's probably looking up at you right now. That's a sweat bead, is what it is. A sweat bead rolling over. I just made that up right now. I just made that up. Even as a kid, growing up, we were poor. We weren't even poor, we were po. We couldn't afford the other letters, man. We had no money. I was actually being sponsored by a family from Haiti. When you're poor, your creativity excels. Like it really, really excels. I remember I wanted an action figure when I was 10 years old. I wanted an action figure so bad. My birthday came along. My dad hands me a box. I open it up. It's empty. He said, it's Invisible Man. I was like, that is awesome. I played with that thing for like 3 weeks, man. So my brother hid it from me. Couldn't find it nowhere, man. I knew he took it. We played games. We just made up games. We played this one game called Talk About You. The instructions were to just talk about you. That's all we did. We talked about each other. My friends would talk about me, but Michael Jr., you got some big feet. And I was good at this game. I was like, oh, yeah? Well, you so dark-skinned. I bet if you ride a motorcycle, you get a ticket for tinted windows. It's hilarious. White people looking for black people, make sure they can laugh. Is this okay? Yeah, it's okay. You sure? No? We ain't had no money, man. My parents would buy us some stuff, but they couldn't pay for everything. Like we had the game Operation, right? We ain't had no batteries. Then my cousin came over and he figured out a way how to plug it into the wall, right? It's a whole nother game now, right? Operation Roulette is what we called it.
Phrases. My mom used to use phrases. I didn't know what she was talking about half the time. I want you to clean up this room, every nook and cranny. Every nook. What is a cranny? Give me some more. What's a nook? I don't know what that is either, you crazy lady. Is my nook dirtier than my cranny? Well, your nook is fine, but your cranny's filthy. Clean it up now. Clean it up. Pronto. Pronto. My mom is awesome, though. See, all she cared about, it's still this day, all she cares about if I have eaten. That's all she cares about. Have you eaten? Have you eaten, son? You look terrible. You look like a freak. You look terrible. Do you need something to eat? Like, Mom, I weigh 210. No, you look like a little freak circus boy. Is what you look like. Have you eaten? I remember one night, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was in high school. I came home too late. You know, it's dark. You never do that. You're sneaking in the house. It's just pitch black. So I go in the kitchen, you know, and I turn on the... No, garbage disposal. Why do they put that stupid garbage disposal thing right by the light? I was expecting a nice warm light. I get... Oh, she was on me like a panther. Where were you? I was worried sick. You could have gotten hurt. Have you eaten? Have you eaten? No, at my church, the pastor always makes us hold hands across the congregation. I can't stand that. I'm ADD because I can't think about the prayer. I'm just thinking about the person I'm holding hands with the whole time. Man, this dude's hands are huge. I think he's got an extra finger. What is that? Is that a mole or a milk dud? What's going on over here? Dude. I don't know if I'm sweating or he is. You ever pray holding hands? You say amen, do the old squeeze. Amen. Squeeze. What that means? Let go. Squeeze. That's what you should do that out loud. Squeeze. Play Red Rover. Okay. Send the preacher right over. If you're not a Christian here, I mean, that's cool. We're glad you're here. But you gotta know, Christians, they use language sometimes and like code. It's like it doesn't mean what we're saying. We have this phrase, servant's heart. You ever hear that phrase, servant's heart? I hear that all the time. Tim, you got a servant's heart, dude. You have got a servant's heart. See, I hate it when somebody says I got a servant's heart. It means they want me to start stacking chairs. You know. Servant's heart means you're a pushover and a loser. That's what servant's heart means. Tim, you got a servant's heart. So's your mama. You know what I'm talking about? No. You got a servant. No. Bring it. Bring it. No time, pal. I love the way people talk about their church. It's like a code. You know, it's another code. If you hear someone say about a place, I love it there. I love the music there. Well, that means the preaching stinks. That's bad. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. They say I love the music. What? I love the preaching. That means the music stinks. Hear somebody say about a place, I love it there. No one judges me, and I can be who I want to be. You're at a bar. That's where you are. Just keeping it real, folks. Keeping it real.
I remember getting baptized. Let me tell you how I learned how to swim before I tell you about my baptism, right? I'm 11 years old, fishing off a bridge. The fish not biting. My dad comes over. He's like, well, let's have some fun. That's how I learned how to swim. Fast forward like 13 years ago, I'm about to get baptized. I'm standing in the water. Dude gonna push me, right? I'm like, you know what? I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. Dude gonna push me again. I'm like, you know what? It's gonna be trouble in the water. You push me one more time, it's gonna be trouble in the water. I'm all creative. I'm like, wait a minute. It's a white dude. He got on a white sheet. I don't know if this is right. Are you gonna let me up? Are you gonna let me up? This is not an 8-minute baptism. And when they baptize you, what do they say? In the name of the Son, the Father, the Holy Spirit, dunk you underwater. I was reading the Bible that Jesus got baptized. I was like, well, what did they say to him? There's like, you, your daddy, your best friend. I love my church. Man, if I lived in Dallas, I would go to this church. It just so happens I live here. I love my church, man. This is so awesome. Oh, let me say this before I forget. I have a grip of merchandise in the back that you guys can buy. When I say a grip, that means a lot. I know too much slang. I'm sorry. North Fort Worth, you know what I'm talking about. So we got a grip of merchandise. This is the thing. I got my CD, my book, the comedy special that I filmed here. It's really cool. The children's book, documentary. This is the thing that I do with my merchandise. God told me to do this. I'm starting it here. Hopefully we'll continue. I know we will. The merchandise is really funny. Go ahead and buy some stuff. If you can't afford it, you walk up to my table. You say, can I please have whatever you want, whichever item you want, and we're going to give it to you. Because that's how we roll. Now, if you're in a position to go and buy the merchandise and then buy more and leave it there, do that as well. There's one more thing that I'm adding because God said to do this, and it's certainly not me. Another thing we're going to do, if you can't afford my merchandise, this is what I want you to do. If you can't afford it, but you know you have an issue with receiving stuff, I need you to walk up to the table and I need you to say, can I please have? Because if you can't receive some physical things right here on earth, it's going to be that much harder for you to receive something from a God that you can't even see. Anyway, that was bonus. That was extra. I'm hanging around with Pastor Robert a little too much. I need to get some more. Need to get some selfish friends is what I got to do. I got to go back to fellowship. So I'm excited about being here. Let me tell you about me in case you don't know. I got 5 kids. Yeah, and I travel a lot, you know, so I can see them all. I'm just playing, man. I don't see them. No, we do. We got 5 kids, and it's awesome having 5 kids. Is first of all, well, when you got that many, you got to figure out ways to save money, right? And we wanted our pictures taken, and having family pet stuff is expensive, man. So what we did to save money is we all got in the front seat of the car, looked both ways, and ran a red light, and that stuff worked out. 2 weeks later, the picture came in the mail. You got the shaking vibe, but the feel won't do. We always say that we have unspeakable joy. So let our feet do all the talking when our words fall short.